Hey guys, and welcome to Tech Mania. I go by the moniker Sub-Zero, and briefly I want to be introducing you to my web development course. Now we're going to be starting with HTML and CSS, and from there we're going to proceed to JavaScript and some JavaScript library like React and AngularJS. And okay, we're also going to be looking at some CSS library like Tailwind. But before we delve right into the web development, I would like to, talk about a little bit about web development and why you should learn how to code. And since this is my first tutorial ever, I'm going to be taking things from the ground up. That is, I'm going to be taking things from scratch, and I'm going to be open to suggestions and questions and just and comments. Just throw everything at me. All right, so let's dive right in. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is why you should learn to code. And first, coding is a high demand skill. If you Google it out, you would see that coding is among the top three high demand skill related job. So statistically I had to check on the most important aspects of coding, or the most demanded aspect of coding, and I found that blockchain development, web development, software development, app development, these are among the highest demand in coding related skills. So, and among these, I find out that it's easier to get started off with web development, especially front-end programming, because you don't start with the technical side of coding. You start more with the easy markup language like HTML. From there you proceed to your style sheet like CSS. Then you start going into JavaScript, and that's when you start doing some real programming language and the rest. And JavaScript is a very, very, very utilized programming language across the web, across the world, because it has so many applications. It's not just limited to web development. It goes as far as creating mobile applications, as far as creating robots. You can create robots using JavaScript, or even the virtual reality game. Yeah, you can do that with JavaScript. So how far you want to go in this course is totally dependent on you. It's up to you. So employment growth, yeah, web development has an employment growth of 13%. And if you even go further into software development, you have an employment growth of over 20, I think 21% for software development. So the employment growth is crazy. And I'm giving you recent statistics. I'm giving statistics for this year, 2022. So you have a very, very high demand skill that has a high employment growth. So now problem solving. Understanding logic at a deep level improves problem solving proficiency. What this means is that coding is going to help you think more objectively. You tend, ever since I started learning how to code, I tend to be more objective and more logical when it comes to my problems. I'm not too emotional. I'm more logical solving problems, and this is because while you code, you expose yourself to solving problems on a daily basis. So doing that consistently over time builds in you this character where you just are logical when it comes to problem solving. It helps a lot in every area of your life, because you learn how to break down problems into smaller, simple steps, and you learn to go from one step to the next step to the next step, solving each problem till you get at the final solution. That's how coding is. Coding is more like taking an object and dissecting it, and slowly building up to the model you want. All right. Now, career flexibility. I'm going to talk about this because you may be thinking, oh, my career is not related to coding or programming or whatnot. I'm here to tell you that even if your career is totally unrelated, learning coding will help you because um you these days is more likely you get to intermingle with coders or software developers, software engineers, or a web developer in your career. More or less, you're gonna encounter them sooner or later. And having knowledge about it helps you to be flexible with these people, working with these people, or working with the IT engineer in your firm. You don't always have to call somebody to help you automate stuff or to do stuff. You can do stuff by yourself. So it helps your career, and it's a kind of skill where um you can work anywhere in the world learning coding. I would tag that as being flexible also. You can work anywhere in the world. So far as you have your laptop and you have your internet connection and you're all set up, you can work anywhere in the world with this skill. So it provides a lot of flexibility, a lot. Now, business job optimization, and I'm going to hint on this because um I have a friend of mine who codes like me, but he's not really into coding. He has a different career, but he learned to code. And he said he was able to use Python to code their advertising algorithms, which saved them about $1,000 per month through automation, automating certain tasks and changing their advertisement algorithm. They were able to increase, or let me say reduce, their advertising cost and increase efficiency. So there are a whole lot of reasons to learn programming for the fun of it. If you are somebody that is just open to art, or you want to express your creativity, yeah, coding can help you do that because basically as a programmer you create stuff. You create a lot of things. You create stuff for people to use. You can create a virtual space. You can create a very magnificent web website. You can do a lot of stuff with programming. You can create robots and many things. So even if you are just in it for the fun, it's gonna be very rewarding to learn coding. Yeah, it's a skill that is not easily learned. I won't lie to you about that. But it's a skill also that is fun to learn if you allow it to be. Now I'm gonna be showing you how much you can make, because basically this course is focused on monetizing your coding skills. All these other perks are there, but the major number one reason why I'm teaching this course is for you to be able to learn a skill that you can earn from. And we're going to be looking at how much you can make learning to code, how much you can make as a front-end web developer specifically, because this course is going to be focusing on front-end web development. I'm going to do courses on back-end web development in the future, and I'm also going to do courses on pen testing. But for now we're going to be starting off with front-end web development because basically it's just easier to get into. So right now I'm going to be hitting my Google. So I have my Google search engine fired up and I'm going to be checking oh, here it is. How much can a freelance front end developer make? And basically, freelancing is being able to work online. Like, you don't have to be employed in a company. You can be at home and take jobs on freelance sites like Upwork, where people post projects for you to complete or for any front web developer to complete. And if you complete those projects, you get paid. I think on Upwork, the least amount you can pay a front-end web developer should be around $25. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it should be around that amount. Now we can see here from the first result that in the United States, front-end development managers can expect to make anywhere from $90,000 to $160,000 per year. Now, I want to clarify something because you may be saying, "Oh, you're not in the United States. You're in another country. You can be in Russia or Nigeria or Cameroon or wherever you are in the world." Um, so this is not realistic for me. Well, I'm here to tell you that that is not usually the case because um as a web developer, you don't need to be in a location to be able to do projects. I can be in the UK and somebody from US gives me work to or a project to complete, and I do the project and I upload it on the server. I save it on the server and I give the client the login details, and the client is able to manage a site. So you don't really have to be in the United States to earn 90,000 to 160,000 per year. Now, the second thing I would like to hint on is that as you're starting out, you may not make up to $90,000 a year. But the good news is that for people that are starting front end web development, they can actually make I think around 50,000 minimum. I don't know where I got that statistics from. I hope it's here. But basically you can make around 50,000 a year. Let me say between the range of 50 to 70 starting out as a front-end developer, let's say 1 year or less experience. So obviously to get better rates and a better pay, you need to increase your portfolio. You need to have some kind of experience. I know most of you are coming from a place where you don't have any experience, any work experience whatsoever. Well, the good news is that you can get certified through this course, and you can also upload projects. You can upload web projects on GitHub. I'll be teaching you how to use Git and GitHub later around the course so that your clients can check your completed projects and they can see your skill level. It's a way to advertise yourself. There are ways for you to net your clients, even on Upwork, and from there you can start slowly building your portfolio till you start earning up to 100,000, 150, 160,000 thereabout. So from Wave Apps, we see that coders are front-end web development specifically, sorry, and okay, here it is. The United States national average base salary for a junior, in quotes, fresher or entry level developer is $50,000 to $70,000 per year. So there you have it. So roughly you can make between $4,000 to $6,000 a month, which is a very good start on your career. And it goes further to say this may seem low compared to the sky high salaries you hear about in Silicon, but this is just the beginning. Like I said, it's just a starting point. It's even if you get lower than that, it's just your starting point. You get what I'm saying? You have to build yourself gradually till you start earning the 6-digit figures you're dreaming about. So I'm not going to talk too much about this. You can Google the rest yourself. You can check out the skill. You can check numerous sites on how lucrative it is. But trust me when I say that there is crazy money um, developing software. And the fun part of it is that once you've mastered these skills, it is very easy to do. The learning process is the difficult part of programming. The learning process is the difficult, but once it is mastered, it is with you and it is left to you to keep improving yourself because there is no, okay, now I've mastered JavaScript to the end. No, there are always room for improvement. If you've mastered a particular programming language, try to create something new with it or learn another one. See how you can mix frameworks together. See how you can mix different libraries together and create something new. So I'll be bringing this session of this course to an end. This is just to whet your appetite on what to expect as a front-end web developer and your earning potential. And trust me, guys, it's going to be fun all the way. I'm going to be carrying you through all this till you are content and you are satisfied with your skill level as a programmer. Now, in the next topic, I'm going to be talking about something they call tutorial hell. I'm going to be talking about tutorial hell, and this is a problem most people starting off programming face. Repeating tutorials after tutorials without making any significant progress. So look forward to my next videos, guys, and I'll see you later.